Peace, blessings, much respect, much love. It's your boy, the Ghetto Guru, aka Shango, coming back with another spiritual message. Hope all is well with y'all. Hope you're having a good day. If not, I hope the rest of your day get better. But I got a few messages for y'all, so I'm gonna hurry up and get straight to them because I think it's gonna rain soon, and I'm not trying to get caught in the rain. So we're gonna get right into it. So first and foremost, happy full moon in Capricorn today for those that celebrate. For those that's into astrology, in the zodiac signs, happy full moon. And of course, other than that, we also entered in Leo season as well. So it's a lot of different energies going on right now. And, I'm going to basically tell what I got when I was channeling messages and stuff the past few days when it came to the full moon and also going into Leo season. So for those out there who've been experiencing and noticing this energy and been wondering what's been going on, maybe I can pinpoint and connect the dots to exactly why you're seeing certain things going on. When it comes to the full moon in Capricorn, I feel like that energy is going to be focusing on the side of Capricorn, which is the practical side, the go-getter side, and doing, and also one of the favorite terms that you hear everybody saying, standing on business, because we all know Capricorn is the sign of being about their business, being about their money, being about rules, regulations, setting up things in order, routine, those different things. But basically it's like work, get things done. And also the Capricorn is represented by the goat, which is always climbing uphill. So that represents climbing up different challenges, taking on different things, obstacles, no matter what's on your agenda, or not even the agenda, but no matter what's on your path rather. So I'm gonna connect that with the Leo energy. So this Leo season, I feel like it's not going to be focused on too much about spotlight and different things like that, because we all know Leo's fire sign, they like to perform, be in the spotlight, the attention and all that stuff. I don't feel like it's going to be focusing more on that. I feel like it's going to be the other aspects of Leo that aren't as good, which is the arrogant side, being bratty at times, could be very catty if they don't get their way, could say a lot of crazy stuff out their mouth, because of ego. Thank God, that's the word I was trying to find. So it's going to be a lot of egotistical things happening, a lot of arrogance, a lot of people saying crazy stuff out their mouth before thinking, because that's the other aspect of Leo. If you're not on the hill side, that's an unhealed side, or the pessimistic side of Leo. Don't get me wrong, they have great aspects as well, but I'm saying I feel like this season is going to be focused on that. So if you've been noticing, a lot of people have just been real egotistical, saying craziness out their mouth, being real aggressive, having just big egos. As you've seen, for those paying attention, there's been a lot of glitches in the systems and different things that's going on, affecting people's work and money and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things going on internally from these things of why this is happening. So how is the Capricorn full moon going to correlate with the Leo season? That's because through all of that, running into people that's going to be very egotistical than normal, because it's going to be coming from people that usually don't act like that, usually don't come off in that way, and usually don't talk in that way. But the energy of the Leo season, excuse me, if they're not paying attention, they're not in alignment, they're going to be coming off like that. So you're going to notice a lot of more fights between people, a lot more disagreements. It's not even going to just be regular disagreements where we could respectfully disagree. It's going to be arguments, because I've been seeing that at different places I've been going, especially places where usually there's no arguments or no disputes or anything. I've been seeing people arguing crazy, almost getting into fights. I've been seeing people that normally don't act crazy and erratic, acting crazy and erratic, getting in the ego, being arrogant. We see now on the world stage, people saying crazy stuff, people getting into arguments back and forth. You see people arguing about where hip-hop originated and all that. All that is Leo energy. So we just came out of Cancer energy, which I said was more of a chill, because it's the crab. We're going into your shell, rejuvenating, self-preservation, self-care, taking care of the home, cleansing things, throwing things out. So you were doing those things. You might have popped out a few times out of your shell and popped up on the scene, but it wasn't like that now. Now, if you are doing that in Leo season and you are popping out on the scene, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that not to go out, but I'm just saying be mindful, because people energy is going to be real aggressive, really egotistical, really like arrogant. Like especially if it's a disagreement or You know, if they don't get their way, they're gonna come off saying a lot of things in a very disrespectful way, or a way that could hurt your feelings. So that correlates with the Capricorn side, because like I said, the Capricorn is a practical sign, but also the go-getter, and has the mentality to persevere through all challenges. Because if we see the goat is like the only animal that could climb up those mountains, and those mountains look impossible. We don't know how they don't fall off, we don't know any of that, but somehow they stay up on that thing and they climb, and they're able to just survive up there, even in all type of crazy climates and everything. But that's what I'm saying. Through all this energy, it's not just going to be people, it's going to be challenges of things not going your way, maybe things being delayed, things getting mixed up, and you're going to have to fix things and get it right. It's going to be all of that stuff. So you got to try to not take it personal and get mad and get discouraged. You got to focus and keep the Capricorn energy of staying focused and persevere through all of that stuff. So even though that's going to be happening in this Leo season, where it's going to be a lot of that, a lot of confusion and a lot of different things going in disarray, a lot of people coming off egotistical rather than the loving side of the Leo and stuff like that, which is the loving, giving, caring side. You're not going to be seeing that a lot of people. You're going to see a lot of people going at it more in the media. If y'all don't look, stuff going on with Donald Trump, the assassination attempt. Thank you, God. That's another thing too. That represented something big too. The fact that that assassination attempt happened, that represents the Leo energy we going in that I'm talking about. There's going to be a lot of people going back and forth at each other, assassinating each other's character online as well. If you don't see it in your personal life, you're going to see it on the world stage. Because like I said, what happens in the world stage happens also in your personal life, in your everyday life. So you're going to be seeing that too. So pay attention to that on social media. You're going to see a lot of people going back and forth. A lot of people assassinating each other's characters, saying things. A lot of lies and different things going to be exposed about people. That's already been happening at the beginning of the year in 2024. It didn't happen a lot in Cancer season, but it's really, really, really going to get really nasty. Like, it's going to be nasty and real crazy stuff coming out, or people saying crazy accusations towards others, and they're going to have to come with proof, because that's defamation of character, and they're going to be having their own agendas. Don't get me wrong, that's why you got to pay attention, because some people is going to be trying to assassinate people's character for their own agenda, not because that person is doing something crazy or something bad. It's because those people got hidden agendas. So you got to watch out for that as well, and you also got to watch out for your character as well, for people that's in your life that you think is close to you, or you think that is considered a friend. You gotta watch. Oh, thank you, guys. I just heard that song, Jay-Z, Friend or Foe. You gotta watch out too during that Leo season about figuring out who's a friend and who's a foe, because at times they look very similar. Because sometimes the people that we think is a friend might come out and say something slick, and you might let it slide, but that's the foe coming out, and they're trying to keep the mask on of being a friend. So you got to pay attention to that energy right now during this Leo season. But like I said, the Capricorn full moon is bringing that practical side, and also that side of persevering. So even through all of that, or people throwing at your way, you got to just let it roll off your shoulders so you can stay focused on your mission. Because if you get caught up in all that nonsense and you get caught up going back and forth with people, a lot of times that's going to be what they want. A lot of people is going to be throwing out bait right now. They're going to be trying to do different things to get to push your buttons. Trust me, people been doing it to me in this Leo season, going towards it a lot. Trust me. And I had to persevere. I had to really analyze the situation so I didn't fall for the trap and I didn't take the bait, because once you take the bait, that's when they got control over you. And then if you out of whack and you're not thinking and you're in your emotions, you're going to miss everything. So you got to focus on that and really persevere through all that, even the trials and the tribulations. Even when stuff don't go your way, or you don't get the answer that you want, or somebody messed up something and now you got to come bring the information and get it right and get it fixed, just keep persevering and climbing up that hill like the Capricorn goat. Don't get discouraged. Don't let it make you start going into a crazy type of thinking like, oh, why things don't go my way, or why I always got to go through a challenge. That's what the energy wants you to do, so you're not focused on the mission. You got to stay focused on the mission. You can't let that get in your head. You got to stay focused during this time right now. So like I said, it's not the Leo season this season. It's not really going to be about all that lovey-dovey side of Leo and happiness and all. It's going to be a lot of people coming out of character, a lot of things not going people's way, so they're going to be coming out of ego. They might be coming at you feeling like you messed up something, and it might not be a fault. It's going to be a lot of that, a lot of disagreements, a lot of back and forth, a lot of people trying to push your buttons, saying crazy stuff to hurt you, because a lot of people is going through misery right now. So that's you're going to see that coming out more of people that you thought was cool, or you thought wasn't on that type of time, because they can't. It's like, thank you, God. It's like the lion roaring, because we all know Leo represents the lion. So instead of the raw, like y'all coming out, showing out, and coming on the world stage, that's not going to be the energy of this season. It's going to be that raw of like arrogance, cockiness, egotistical, saying stuff out their mouth, being bratty, things not going their way, throwing fit. Like I said, that misery love company. If they miserable, then nobody else around or in the area could be happy. So it's going to be a lot of that. So you got to be mindful of that and watch out. But through all that, you got to take advantage of the Capricorn full moon, which is, thank you God, that's where I want to connect. That's the other thing too. Even if people is coming at you like that, or you see that, you gotta, like I said, to stand in their own business, like everybody like to say, because Capricorn is about their business. So you gotta, it might even be older people too. That's another thing too, thank God. You might have to put people in their place. You might not, there's gonna be a time like that too, where certain moments you could let it roll off your shoulder and go about your business, but there's gonna be times where people doing too much of the ego stuff and doing too much of the prideful stuff during this Leo season. You're gonna have to check them or let them know, like, hey, listen, I don't care that you and your feelings, I don't care that you throwing attitude, I don't care about you coming over disrespectful. If we're not gonna do that, either we gonna find a middle ground to be respectful, or we just not gonna deal with each other anymore. So it's gonna be a lot of that. So you're gonna have to use that Capricorn energy to really stand on business too, to put people in a place and let them know, like, yo, you're not gonna be talking to me like that. Or if you're gonna be talking to me like that, I'm not gonna be helping you. Or if you're gonna be talking to me like that, we don't need to do business. Or you're gonna be talking to me like that, we don't need to be in a relationship. There's gonna be a lot of that. So you're gonna have to check people, like I said, check people at the door. You're gonna have to check people a lot and really put that into effect and put emphasis on that to let people know, yo, you're not dealing with that. Because you can't be distracted right now. You gotta stay focused. So all that stuff, that negativity and that energy and all that egotistical stuff, that's all distracting, because once you get off the path and you start arguing with people, you do not focus on the mission no more. So you got to be mindful of that during this time and make sure that, like I said, you stand on business and let people know, yo, listen, if you're going to be acting out, doing that, or not have a respectable way to handle things or talk to me, or handle in a respectful way like I do to you, I'm going to have to go left, or I'm going to have to find somebody else to work with, or I'm going to have to be in it, get out this relationship and give you space till you figure that out, or you learn how to be respectful. So it's going to be all of that stuff. Or, or like I said, it's going to be elders too, because, sometimes we respect the elders, but it might be elders you might have to check, like, yo, you bugging right now, talking to me like that, or doing things like that, or throwing a fit, just because you think you older and I'm supposed to respect you. I have respect, but respect got to give respect as well. So don't talk to me in that manner. So there's going to be a lot of that going on. So like I said, just be mindful of that. Use this Capricorn full moon to channel that energy, because this Leo season is going to be a lot of egotistical things, a lot of people trying to expose people because they're in their ego, or they got hidden agendas why they're trying to expose this person. It's not because that person did anything crazy. Certain cases, yes, but it's going to be a lot of that. You're going to see it. So just pay attention to that and be mindful of that too in your own personal life as well. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. I love you always. Keep doing your thing. Stay goal-oriented. Like I always say, whether we run, whether we jog, whether we sprint or crawl, because life is that hard sometimes. You can't run, you can't jog, you can't sprint. Only thing we could do is crawl to that destination. But like I always say, somehow, some way, we got to make it to our destination someday. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. I love you always. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate the support. And I'm going to see you on the second video. Peace.